Hello. Yeah, trying to calm down the psychological pain and the restlessness due to some agony, psychological. Before I die, I don't know why this name, I'm Mommy Nasim, so, and all. So I'm in a lot of bahut ghabrat. It's like killing me, the pain and the suicide. Like I'm grateful to those helping out to make it a better world. I cannot say how grateful, but I can feel the gratitude. I just feel like some poison inside killing me. I don't know, toxic poison. So I found an eye made by an ash in my ashtray. So that lady in London was telling me there's evil eye, but there's a witch. Okay, so I'll try to talk. Sorry, I have to come online like this. I have the other thing. No, I'm bedridden. So there's another side to the American-Iraq war thing, so I found out reading Robert Baer's other book, a free sample on Iran superpower now and all that. So there's a thing. So there are many sides and Shia side. Even our Shia, some of our Shias in Pakistan when I was living there, were saying that the Americans, the American government, even someone else later on, was telling me, so it's nothing to do with my family or religion or being Sunni or Shia, but the American government, foreign policy and all, terrible. So I don't know, and I don't know. Sometimes like I was a quiet person, and if I wasn't interested in any like this too much in-depth politics, I couldn't understand. When you love someone and your heart is somewhere else, you don't want to learn. I wasn't interested in, or people were talking and I couldn't get it, even though we pray for peace in the world. We've been praying, so what did I? Yeah, so I came here. So the first time, this time when after a long time, I commented on the live chat of Armin Navabi. I was consoling myself also, if Billy. So eyebrows raised or not, but I read the news, the title of the news, presidential elections in Iran, on like Google News before I went to Armin. I thought they're going to laugh at this, or maybe give each other some courage, like some, what do you call it, consolation. So I found this, he was abusing me. What can I do? I mean, I just went to Yali Madat, and thanks to the Americans, or what did things like that, and that Iran, I was consoling myself. Now what, I have to resign to the election thing, whatever is going on in Iran, with the results and all, I had to resign. So, so this guy just hit below idiotic and all this. So I had to read in this terrible, Robert Bayer's some go through some books, like what is this? On one hand, the Americans were addicted to, in another book he writes that the Americans were addicted to the cheap oil. No, the West was addicted to the cheap oil, cheap Saudi oil in 1937 and all that. And so after that, and I was consoling myself. Maybe, I don't know, I think I, like, like, I thought I had, now I had become a member. But unfortunately, when I became a member just then, they were demonetized, the Atheist Republic channel on YouTube. So the money was coming back. I wanted to help Abdullah Samir more, but like a lot, and ex-Muslim Spartacus. But Abdullah Samir has only very less, only one membership, the same. So finding a decent friends who can, good-hearted, because in a bad fish market type, indecent, vulgar, abuse and bullying, you can't find, in my case, aggravated my situation. So my case is so complicated that I have to come and bring things out. Before I got restricted on Facebook for coming on live streams, I was going there and saying every day about my condition, right, and all this. So that's if you bully and do this, then I'll have to use the method that I can outside. I'm not, I had to, if I was clever, then I would be like the Tehrani. The voices are saying, I don't know, but I have to accept it because it hurts me. I can't struggle with, I don't know. I'm sorry, I struggle with, no. So I was, oh God, hello. So, Roya, when I went for law to London, she was calling me. I don't know why she was interested to know about my course and So an Iranian came to the hostel also, and a Palestinian. Do you see the connection when on my birthday, 1983, the last birthday, I met Mr. Sa and these Tehrani, Emirati, from my father's side, community. They had this face on, and they stopped people from our group from singing and just enjoying ourselves, just singing in weddings we did with the dhol and all, Indian style. And I would just give them, the flash dance had come out, so all that dance and all, and just alone. I loved dancing, So they wouldn't allow those people, Shehnaz and Faryad Tehrani. I was told later, I didn't realize, I was told later by the mutual friend what actually was taking place. Mr. Sa left before they would. And then when these people left, fighting and screaming out, when I appealed to the friendship consideration and family ties that now we enjoyed, but what? Really not. Even then, going through what Huma their eldest sister did to us in London during the summer vacations. Even then, I tried to appeal to Shahnaz. So gentle, affectionate way of putting my hand on her shoulder as she was leaving. And she stood there, and Faryal started to scream and shout and all this. Like I said, why are you spreading? First, I don't know what I put my hand, like affectionate appeal to the friendship we had, and then we can civilized manner talk about this. But they didn't want to talk about it. So my other friend knows, my childhood friend, that I don't taunt and do this with the friends. I don't. When a long time ago, my childhood friend, right, the same, like this Shahnaz and Faryal's father is my childhood friend Sabia's step brothers. So eldest brother from another wife, but the same father they share. Okay, so now oh God. So what is going on in this world? So one side of the story about Iraq and Iran and even Pakistan was that USA had aggravated the situation. I don't want to, I was with Mr. Sass. I had learned when I had learned. This was separated, but I learned that we shouldn't talk without evidence. And we shouldn't even talk like that. When we need to talk and discuss, there's a time to discuss and bring the message out and all that. Mother Teresa said that if you have a love man, you can give your love message out. And my case is very complicated. How much? So it is difficult to, so many people involved. And you may say I was nothing, but you see, Joan of Arc was nothing, just a shepherd girl, a village girl, sorry, just a village girl. Jesus Christ, I'm remembering, I think. So, बहुत घबराहट, it's like killing. I can't take this. So, I don't want to break down in public, social media and so. So I didn't want to. I was a quiet person in my own life, and where I could help, we don't see these things. That we did this and we did, because God is the one who we believe made us do it, blessed us and all that. And all the confusions and all persist. I don't know, God made, but our effort, but no, I didn't do anything, but it was God who all good comes from God. In the Quran ayat, and then why would God, if all good comes, we choose to do certain things, struggle. There's a jihad, inner jihad also, inner fight to become a better person. So God knows our intentions and I don't know. My mind is not working. So please, I've said this on Facebook many times. I don't know how many times, and please don't. aggravate this condition of a person has all these distance, mind control, mental issues. Symptoms, really, this is like 24-hour. I felt it. I read this distance, mind control symptoms. I could relate to each one, like just that they didn't burn my skin or anything from. Like they sent like microwave. They sent like some, God knows. So in Karachi once, the voices were, "We're going to burn you." They were counting from 1 to 10 or 10 down to 1. And I can't control these abuse because the abuse started, and I also, in nervous shock, the person starts to abuse. I try to get help through medication also. Medication don't, they have adverse effect on me very bad. And my mother told me that she prayed that we would never get on psychiatric medication. And I also, I tried, I told my doctor here that I cannot take this at all under any circumstances. Even if I'm in terrible pain, I'll manage somehow, sleep and all this. I used to sleep for a lot of depression. I couldn't cope with my life. I struggled and staggered and faltered. So I've been, please, I can abuse very badly now. Very, very, very psycho. And, the thought compulsion. And because of the schizoid symptoms, thanks to Dr. Caroline Leaf, she said the environment, it's not you mental. So I came across Dr. Caroline Leaf on YouTube. So my enemy once, because they said your mother is mad, crazy, mad, insane. So, but I'm forgetting that. Yeah, in Karachi, yeah. God, I was in St. Joseph's College, forgiving my enemies inside and those who I harmed that I haven't been able to reach to say forgive me. Later on, whoever I could reach, I would say forgive me for what I did, thought, or about you, influenced or anything by others. So, but I was in St. Joseph's College in 1990. I would forgive and ask, talk to God, and Miss Desai couldn't reach. So I was like, can she forgive me and all this? And so God stopped me. I sensed God stopped me and said, no, I will not forgive your enemy. I was told there was a communication through that you will see your enemy come. I will bring this enemy to your house and make this enemy go insane. Homa came to our house, and we heard that she had gone insane in Dubai. So I was like, that was later on. But when God was communicating that He would make my enemy insane, I was like, no, I mean, I don't want this insanity. It's like they're going to come and disturb our house. All right, I can't take that. So what happened is when she came to Karachi, she was quite calm, looked very normal and all that. So I don't know I really don't know. And but it happened that Huma got insane, bipolar. Huma Iqbal, Tehrani, her mother is from Tehran originally, or I think Tehran, just not live, they from Tehran. Sorry about this. So yeah, I heard first in Dubai that Huma had this Tehrani Emirati had my father's brother, younger brother's wife, who got married to my uncle, 1980. So in 1990, I was told, and so in 1990 she came to our place. That I heard that she had gone insane. We don't talk about it and all this. So now that my case is complicated, it has to come out. I'm purged. So if you have followed me and listened to the live streams on my Facebook, you know what my case is. Please be considerate. Let's help each other and help me. Don't aggravate me right now, because I won't be able to take your bully and your abuse. And then, maybe, I don't know, like I have thoughts of killing myself and killing you. So, like these thoughts don't go into action, but like I was like, if, oh God, someone is asking, yeah, what happened to my brother? Yeah, he had COVID. On Facebook, someone is asking, COVID positive. And before that, liver. So, liver problem. Come on, give me the problem without the S. Thanks. So it is, sorry, I have to answer. See, I'm in such a, I have to answer someone. Oh, I'm not live here, I can pause. Okay, so back to 1983, the birthday, the Tehrani mother's daughters messed it up. And then the mother also went to a mutual friend, was looking for a black magician. She told her I don't know, to scare me. I just said, God is great. Like, not said anything, but I said, okay, I just heard it, but that's it. I didn't do anything. I mean, I wasn't into these I didn't want to ruin my life going to black magicians. Oh no, we are told in all religions that you're doomed if you do black magic on someone. I think in the Christian religion, it's like the 7 deadly sins. It's in this. So no way was I going to ruin. I went to see the glory of God. So no way was I going to ruin my life. I never threatened back or anything. Never did anything. So I just went on with my life with Mr. Shah until a disaster happened. Anyhow, the Palestinian, there was so this Gulf Fair crash by Abu Nidal, Palestinian. So I can see in London later on, many years later, when I went there alone to do law, there was a Palestinian there in Holborn College, and in my hostel came an Iranian girl, and she befriended me. She came to my room, we spoke. She told me how Khomeini had killed her uncle, who was a writer. and he used to write about the situation. So, sorry, I have this bad habit. I'm very restless, and something is so stopping me from move too much. Okay, so what? So you know the Gulf Air crash, 1983 September, and then later on, yeah, this Palestinian girl from my college. I was doing a university internal. The college was there in London. The university was far off in the countryside of UK. So this girl, she told me that there was land assignment for the land homework assignment. There's a question and answer book and all this. So I somehow got trapped in that by not right, because then I asked another friend from Alban College, and he told me that not to write the book's reference, because then they would all get into trouble. So, and then I just copied from the book in a crazy manner, trapping myself. Later on, my friend said you could have just, yeah, you take it from the book, but you could have just put only the paragraphs up and here and down, and then they would not have known. But because I was feeling guilty, I didn't write. I took it from the book, and I didn't write the reference of the book below, and so I got into trouble for plagiarism. And I had to give the whole assignment, the whole subject. I had to take the whole subject. But I passed with a 2-2. So, very coincidentally, Palestine. And then this Iranian girl, so I'm telling you details, putting in details, a case study. So my mood started, they did, Zubin, something happened to me, my mood started to change. Becoming moody, irritable, aggravated. I don't know what it was. We decided to go out, so I would take them for lunch. Zubin, Parsi Indian, and Hindu from a Indian Parsi, and this Iranian girl. And she used to wear shorts and come and go out in shorts and all. So her favorite was, I only saw her in shorts. So we went out that day, and maybe that's the time she was not wearing shorts. And Zubin, I've forgotten her name, and myself, I found myself feeling quite not in a good mood. Then Zubin also got you're not in a, what's happened to her and all this. And we parted in the lift when we came back. I didn't want to talk to him. Very subtle kind of message, okay? It's I don't know, and at the same, it's kind of like what happened to me with them is that my moods being off and aggravation and irritation. Not that in my childhood I wasn't, but they're coming into our family, these from Tehran, the mother's from Tehran. In London, summer vacation. my mood off, and we went to, I remember like I was so depressed, and so, you know, very down. And yeah, that kind of feeling, you know, in London, when in the summer vacations, 1980, maybe we had to go to Singapore then, because this woman, Homa, now married to my uncle, couldn't take us there. She didn't want to cook for us, so I told my father. And then one day we just entered, like, let's just get the food from outside. So we used to go to the Iranian restaurant. My father would sometimes take us. Like I would say, let's now, McDonald's had come near our house. Like, you know, why in the, sometimes like he would take us to the Iranian restaurant in London. But like, I told him she doesn't want to cook for us. And every time, like I entered that house and such a bad feeling. And one day she was telling her Filipino maid to throw this, like the food, vegetable curry I had made, throw it. And all this, I heard it, you know, very in an angry manner. Throw it, like disgusting, or you know, I don't know what that word I can't find. Gulf Air crash, and could it be a connection with the? Because I faintly remember that this aunt who had come from USA, Tehrani aunt of Homa, at her wedding. So she was. So Masuma is Homa's mother, and she is Masuma's niece, and Homa, Masuma's daughter's aunt. They had some high position. She had a husband or someone in a high position, army or something. Because, you know, Iran-Iraq friendship was there at the time of the Shah. And later on, their friendship turned into very bad enmity. So this is what they're telling me now. That it could have happened. Why? And I have to just take it. They're telling me that this Tehrani woman, because she did this to me and Mr. Sa covertly in Karachi American School, sending American people to Karachi American School. What is it? So then Khomeini came, and, you know, it all turned upside down. But 1983, I mean, maybe she could still have this influence. So so now they're telling me, we cannot tell you about Army Nawabi's connection or not. Only once my head went down, but because I was like, but they said, the force here saying, we cannot tell you. You're not, they just don't want to tell me right now whether there is a connection with these Tehrani or not. So otherwise I would have, you know, been very, due to my condition, and they would not be able to keep me in control. I was going again and again there, damaging how, you know, like thinking how Army Nawabi had abused me and bullied me. Okay, so okay, hope you understand. Thank you so much. I will continue this later.